God, I'm going to be stunning. I'm already stunning. Buy any foot pics. I'm kidding. Okay, so I've got a little bit of a different backdrop. I am sitting on my bed. This is merely because I could not be bothered to iron my actual like backdrop. This is probably the plainest wall that I've got in my house, which I've got like a gap about that much in between like my bed and the wall. Sitting on my bed, I can't be bothered. I can't. The backdrop that I've got, 0 out of 10. I mean, it's okay for beginners, like me whole like stand thing and like everything else, but just everything. Having to iron it every time I want to use it is just the bane of my life. So I'm just gonna like nip that in the bud. Just no. So I've got a little bit of a story time, kind of like my experience, my story time, blah 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 blah. If you are familiar with my blog, then you will know that I've already done a blog post on this, and it's going to be all about my fillers, my schneck and my lips. So 20, how old am I? 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 5 years ago. So it was 2015. Yeah. January 2016 was the first time that I got my lips filled by a place in town called the Body Detox Clinic, which is now called City Aesthetics. By town, I mean Newcastle City Centre, because that's obviously where I'm from. The woman who did it was called Jane, and she was absolutely lovely. Like, bless her heart. I still think she works there now. She's gorgeous. Beautiful. I just wanted to hug her. I just wanted to be like, thank you so much for making this like such an enjoyable experience for me. Obviously she doesn't know this now because I've never said it to her face, but that's exactly how I'm feeling. Whatever. So I went in. I had turned 18 in the October before, and then it was after Christmas when I had got all my Christmas money and stuff. I had went and got my lips done straight away. I will input a photo somewhere of what my lips looked like before I had any filler, and then I'll obviously do like a one after, but not yet. When I went in for my initial consultation, which was the same day as my actual appointment, I sat down and I was like, look, I've got no lips. You could clearly say that I had no lips because I literally, if paper, you know the memes that go around being like, I feel sorry for the boy that's got to kiss these. That was my lips like beforehand. First time I got my lips done, I had a full mill put in the top lip because my bottom one was like still semi-big. Full mill, top lip, boom, sorted. Done. When I sat down and had the consultation, Jane went through all of the complications that could have went on, and like if she had injected an artery, what could have happened, and basically everything that could go wrong she had to like pre-warn us about. And I was like, yeah, just go through with it, go whatever, blah blah blah. Sat down, she applied the numbing cream, and I think we waited about 5-10 minutes for that to kick in. She was like, right, okay, I'm going to do your first thing. And I had a mirror held in front of us at all times. She was like, right, okay, I'm going to do your first injection. And she injected it, and like as she was going, I was kind of going like, oh, I want some more here. Oh yeah, some more over here. And like I wanted it like round the border because obviously I didn't have any lip to begin with. I wanted like, I was 18 at the time, so I wanted like this big duck thing. I was like, I wanted to be like that. It was good. I liked it. I loved my lips when I first got them done. I felt stunning, like absolutely stunning. Goals. I literally felt like the I was basically directing Jane throughout the full appointment, being like, yeah, some up here, some there, blah, blah, blah. She made us feel so at ease, and she kept on going, well, for your first time, you're handling this really well, because some people do find it quite painful, but I don't think it hurts at all. Like, I don't think getting lip fillers is bad. I think it nips, probably give it a 4 or 5 out of 10 pain rating, maybe, but definitely, if it hurt that much, I wouldn't go back and do it again. So I'm not going to put myself through like unnecessary pain when I don't need to. But yeah, I think that was the first time I got it done. Second time I went to get my lips filled, I went back to the Body Detox Clinic, City Aesthetics in Newcastle City Centre, and I think it was 6 or 7 months after the first time, so I think roughly about the July, maybe. July? Roughly around about that time. Regardless, it was within the year, and I just went for a top up. I got more on the bottom lip and I had them like evened out because after a while my top lip was looking really like overhangy, and I know some people are like kind of like that look, but I was like, hang on, let's have a look in the viewfinder. I was like, I felt like I was like that, but I just, yeah. So I got more put in the bottom lip and it was more even, and then that was me done for about a year and a half, I think. I think it was about a year and a half. And then I went to Sophia Bailey. Wow, my guy. So when I went back to get my lips done in, I'm going to refer to my blog, December 2017, I got a package and I got my nose filler, a mil of nose filler and 1 mil of lip fillers. I loved the lip fillers. The lip fillers were outstanding, phenomenal. Would go back to Sophia Butcher's in Chester, I think. I think she's based in Chester now. I'm not sure if she's still doing her pop-up shops at CC Makeup Artists where, like, at my friend's salon. I don't know. I really don't know. But if she did, I'd book in 100% because her lips were just on another level. Like, it makes such a difference when the person that's doing your lips is nice and confident and really puts you at ease, and it's just like a nice experience, like from the beginning, from as soon as you walk in. If this person's got like such a lovely welcoming attitude towards like you're gonna feel at ease when they come to do your lips because you're gonna fully trust them and they're not gonna give off like a bad negative vibe, you know what I mean? Like, I know what I mean because the person after Sophia Bailey was just, I'll get to that though. I'll get to it. So I went to Sophia for lips and my nose. Loved the lips. Nose, not so much. And it wasn't Sophia's fault that I didn't love the nose. It was my nose that didn't react well to the nose. If that made any sense. I got filler to like even out my nose because I like running into doors. I've run into doors twice now. First time I was really young. Second time it was 2013, 2012, 2013. Didn't have, my nose has changed ever since. So I'll put the viewfinder up for this bit. If I turn zoom, do this. Like, I don't know if you can see, but like I've got like that bit there got filled. I have a bump, or I did have a bump, I'm not sure if it's there anymore, that needed filled. And then I've still got filler in the end of my nose to like lift it like that. I loved my nose filler. I loved how straight my nose was, but I hated how fat my nose got. It just felt wider. It felt smaller because I didn't feel like I had the lump anymore, and it was really smooth to like apply makeup and contour and stuff like that. But for wideness, I wanted it a skinnier nose. And obviously if I'm getting stuff injected into my nose, it's not going to be skinnier, but like I wanted the illusion that it was going to be skinnier. The swelling of my nose was just ridiculous, and I hated it. I hated the way my face looked for a good 4 months, I think. And 4 months doesn't seem like a long time, but I think it wore off after about 8 months, but I think after 4 months I started to get used to it, and I was just like, this is me done. Like, I didn't like the way my face looked. Most people couldn't even tell, but you know when it's just so little and you can tell, and I was just like, nah, didn't like it at all. My lips, on the other hand, were absolutely 10 out of 10. Beautiful. Anybody got a torch for Sophia Bailey's arse? Anyone got a torch? Because I'm fucking so far up, but I can't see anymore. Last place. Therapy Clinic. I think Therapy originally is Irish. I could be wrong though. I booked my appointment for January the 26th, 2019. And the woman who did my lips was petrifying. I can't remember what her name was, even if she did tell us her name. She was so scary, very intimidating, and just made us feel really uncomfortable. Granted, the lips that I received were gorgeous. I did love them. I've not actually had a bad experience with lip fillers, like, at all. We're like me ranting on about Sophia, like, she's such a nice person. She felt like warm and welcome when I walked in to CC Makeup Artist, and it was just like a nice experience from the moment I walked through the door. The moment I walked through therapy's door and signed up the consultation thing, she was just like, just weird. I don't know, like, I can't explain it. Like, I don't want to like badmouth the woman, but she just made us feel really, really small, and she was extremely patronising, but like, not, she was like, it's hard to explain. Like, she was patronising to me, but like patronising to the other practitioners that I had been to before. She was like, well, it's bad practice of them practitioners not to tell you what they're using in your lips. And I was like, well, they probably did tell us what they were using in the lips, but at this present moment in time, like, I can't remember. I know it was Juvederm, but I can't remember if it was Juvederm, Smile, Ultra, Volif, or whatever the other ones are. I walked in, gave her me consultation form thing, and she sat down. She was like, oh, so you've had your lips filled before? And I was like, yeah, like, just general, like, back and forwards, like, conversation. And then she was asking us questions, and she was going, yeah, yeah. And I was like, yeah, and she was like saying stuff, and I was asking her questions, being like, oh, so whatever, like, just normal, like, crackers, just while the numbing cream's like sitting in, and just going, yeah, but like not even like looking at us, like, doing, she was just like faffing on and like doing like other things, and being like, I'm sure she started slagging off someone else who had previously been in the room, and they had left like some rubbish or something. She was just doing, like, it was like she was nervous, like, you know, when people like nervous clean or like do something, she was just kind of like picking everything up and just like, yeah, yeah, but like scurrying and doing everything, and I was just sitting there like, yeah, yeah, and I was like, okay. Started injecting into my lips. Well, this is when shit's about to hit the fan. So I think she did this side first, my right, and it went fine. It was perfect. It was great. Whatever. She then went into the left, and it hurt a little bit more than usual, and I could feel the blood dripping down my face, and I was like, yep. It was like gathering here, and obviously I'm lying on my back, and it was gathering in like like that bit of your neck, like the bowl of your neck. I'm just gonna call it that because I don't know what it's called. It was like gathering there, and I was like, she was like, oh, you're bleeding a little bit, and I was like, yeah, yeah. And she was like, do you normally bruise? And I was like, no, not really. I was like, I've never bruised before, ever. Like, and at this point, I'm like really starting to panic, because I was like, she's injected filler into my artery. Like, this is where my lips are gonna fall off. Like, this is it. Like, gone, lips back to square one. I'm gonna have to like plastic surgery my lips and all sorts. And I think she started to panic a little bit, because I could hear it in her voice, like her voice started to like soothe a little bit. She was like, yeah, it's gonna be fine, don't worry, blah 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 blah. And then I said, so I can't remember what I said, but then I'm not sure if I said I'm on my period, or if she asked if I'm on my period, and I think I said, don't know how it came out, but I said I'm on my period, and then she went, oh, well, if I knew that you were on your period, I wouldn't have done it. And I was like, all right, halfway through my lips, not a pick up on that, hun, nay about that. So she was like huffing and puffing that the fact that I was on my period, and I was like, well, I've had my lips filled when I've on my period before. Like, this has never happened. Like, I wasn't blaming her for what had happened, but I wasn't not blaming her, if you know what I mean. I could feel me lip, like, at this point my lip had stopped bleeding, because she was like really like pressing it down. I think she stopped for about 5 minutes, and she was just like holding me lip like this with like a tissue, and I was like just looking around thinking, what have I done? Why have I done this? And then the top lip had been finished after I had fully like compressed it. I think she actually got me to like squeeze down on it while she did the rest until it stopped bleeding. I think that I could. I think I had to hold it for a little bit, but I don't think I held it while she continued. I think it was kind of just like resting. And then she started doing the bottom lip, and I told her that I didn't want any through the lines, because at this stage my lips were like starting to look like that, like not like massively, but like my lip line was starting to look really overpowering, and I don't really like a strong lip line. I'd rather have it like in in the volume rather than like the lip line, if that makes sense. Then she was like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. And then she went under here, like, yeah. Hold on, let's have a look. She went under here. So instead of going like through here, like where you normally would go fillers, like in the corners, you should went under there. And you can see there, look, me fillers started to migrate. I'll put a photo here of the bruising, of what happened when the outcome of what happened, what it looked like when she went up. Bearing in mind, this bit up here, hold on, I'm looking in the viewfinder for this so I can see what I'm doing. So this bit here was humongous because that's the bit where she injected and it just exploded basically. Under here was bruised. I had black bruises like that. My full lip was bruised and I was like starting to panic and I was like, right. Paid for it, went on my way. That was kind of it. I was like, oh, thank you. She gave us like a leaflet like of what filler she used and stuff, and I've still got it somewhere. It's underneath me drawers or whatever. And she gave us a leaflet and sent us on my way. She was like, yeah, that'll be such and such whatever price. I was like, great, fine. Got home and my mum was like, what have you done? And I was like, okay. Bearing in mind I had to walk back through the Metro Centre with like my face looking like it was. I had my head down. I was like walking like this. I was like, nobody look at me, nobody look at me. I was like, storming Norman through the Metro Centre. I was just like, no. I think I still had a bit of tissue on my lip because my lip was bleeding. I kept on having to wipe it and honestly, shit show. I looked horrendous. So I went home. I had looked like I had done 10 rounds with Tyson. And my mum was like, what have you done? And I was like, I'm sorry. I left it. I used Arnica cream. Like, I think I've used a full tube. I was like just smearing myself. And I think it got about, I think I had a late appointment. I think my appointment was like at 6. I think it got about 10 o'clock at night. And my lips were starting to go black. Like, not like they weren't dying or anything. Like, the skin wasn't dying. I was just getting really, really severe bruising. And they just weren't looking cute. I'm not going to lie, they weren't cute. Just not cute at all. Like, no sir. And yeah, I think I started to panic after a week and a half, and I was like, I think I vaguely remember going back in and asking, what I should do if the lump doesn't go away, and they were going, it'll be fine, it'll go away, it's just swelling, and I was like, but it's never happened before, and I don't like confrontation. I'm not gonna like go in guns blazing and be like, why is it still blah 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 blah. I just wanted to know if my lip was going to go. Anyways, cut to the end of the story. I really like my lips and I'd probably go back there. I really, really like them. Like, that was the last time that I got my lips filled, which was January 2019. It is now July 2020, and these are what my lips look like now. Granted, me filler has migrated massively and I am going to get mine dissolved. Realistically, I need to win the lottery. If anyone just wants to pay for lips, Botox, that'd be great. I think in total, I'm going to need about £1,000. Yeah, about £1,000. That would be great. Someone could just give us £1,000. Marv. Perfect. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. PSA, look at these cute nails. In the words of Jamie Genevieve, when she had long nails. I can't do it because I've got short nails, but look how cute these are. Look at these. Look at these beauties. How cute are they? Thank you, Sophie. Okay, bye guys.